with, by the way, who am I missing in the game? I have only 4 players on race.
Missing. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
I'm in there.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, now I can see you.
Yay.
We ended with you. I almost said infiltrating, but you had invitations to the Grand Dame, and you were in the gambling room while Scurry was sneaking around.
Yeah, and I let that octopus see me, and the captain took off.
Yeah. And everybody that's in the gaming room, you saw the captain take off, or not? Probably not. As far as you know, Casper Dryland, he's the owner of the Grand Dame. It probably has a captain that do the captain stuff, so to say. Casper Dryland, he's more the owner. And everybody in the gaming room, give me perception checks. You already seen the captain take off up the stairs.
Okay.
This character is the worst character when it comes to actually doing skill checks.
Usually
and Baldur?
Yep, I'm coming.
Well, Baldur and Z, you see this person.
I'm still on the mountains.
Oh, I hadn't moved you around, so forgive me about that. I'm gonna move you to the Grand Dame.
Right.
Sneak bigger. This is a really tight map.
Yep.
Yeah. This man, he looks like in real world terms an Asian, wearing a fancy cloak with snake ornaments on it, and you two notice that he's glancing, looking specially at you and also at the captain going up. No one else seems to really take notice about the captain leaving. Well,
I believe I had decided to follow him, didn't I?
yeah. Lady Atalia, the lady in purple, she also looks over. She has noticed it. But besides that, no one else really seems to care. And
All right.
Scurry, you don't know that something is going on down there. What are you doing?
I dropped animal shape so that I could communicate with this octopus. So I'm going to cast beast speech or speak with animals to try and talk to this octopus.
Yeah, you cast with speak with animals or be speak. What do you wanna try to tell him or ask him?
Yeah. So we wanted to know about the abductions and the strange life forms. So I'm going to ask him about people going missing and any kind of strange creatures.
Don't trust you, he
Oh,
simply says.
why not?
You sneak into Master's place.
Oh, you're loyal. That's cool. I love
And
that about you.
here, give me a perception check.
Perception.
Well, with that, you hear footsteps outside. And I'm gonna. You hear voices
Voices.
and banging on some doors, and I would say at this moment also. I'm gonna move Guido because you were heading up to. You come up into what seems to be almost a small. Let me bring that up. Small dance hall. And you see, I could even open that because someone has just been. Oh, that's weird. They fucked up the dynamic lighting. I can't open it.
Because I can just see that little room that I'm in, which is cool.
Yeah. But there is a curtain here, and it should normally be able to be open, but nope, not today.
No worries. Magic curtain.
And Skur, you hear banging on doors, and you hear a voice saying outside in the hallway, "Come, someone is in my room."
Well, I mean, I'm the intruder. I don't necessarily want to be on the offensive right now. So I'm going to save my wild shape and see if I can't talk my way out.
All right.
And if I wild shape in front of this thing and it's actually a familiar, it's going to be able to just communicate what I'm hiding as to its master.
Yeah. It probably could.
So I'm just going to wait.
The last thing you want is for that thing to tell its master that you're the bear in the room.
Yeah. But I don't necessarily want to waste that last wild shape if I'm going to need it to escape overboard.
I'm with you.
So I'll just let him come in and try and dialogue.
You can either do that, wait, or you could try to get out through the windows because there are 2 windows here. But if you want to wait, that's up to you.
If I can reach a window, I'll try and get it.
Hey Z, what are you doing right now?
I'm just standing there in the bottom corner of the main room.
Okay, we're just waiting.
We're just waiting.
Okay.
We're just holding position.
I'm assuming that I'm not hearing the stuff that's going
Give
on
me a
up there.
dexterity check, Curry. Just to see how fast. Oh yeah. Well, it's a save. It was a check I wanted, so but it's still a 19.
Yeah, -2.
So you're easily able to, basically, as the same time as you sneak out, probably the closest window, and you kind of jump down. So you're probably around here on the bottom floor outside. You see the door opens and you don't see who comes in. You just basically, as you disappear through the window, you see the door starts to open.
All right. Well, I keep. If I have any movement left, then I want to stealth away. I'm going to try and hide.
Yeah, give me a stealth check.
And I want to move as far away as I can.
Nice, nice.
I'm so tempted.
Stealth check.
Be cool, honey bunny.
Be cool. Be cool.
Yeah, you feel pretty stealthy, and you're alone outside. You can see through the window. You have the gaming hall. You're just outside that one. What do you do, Guido? And what do the other down in the gambling room do?
I mean, do we hear anything? I mean, we see this samurai dude come in here with his top knot
Well,
on.
he's been in here all the time, and
Okay.
he's kind of been walking around. He looks like he just keeps an eye on people. That's
Is
the
he,
impression you got.
is
And
he
he
armed?
did notice the captain go away. He did notice uh, Guido taking off after the captain. But at the moment, he's basically. Let me double check.
Is he heavily armed?
No, he's not heavily armed. He's wearing some fancy cloaks and but the clothes and the cloak adorned with snakes.
All right, and Bendar's just sitting there waiting, playing dragon chess.
And Guido, what do you do? You're up in this room.
So I'm
Give
assuming
a perception check.
same damn thing I got last time. Nothing is not consistent.
You hear, even with a 9, you can't tell any words, but you hear people talking behind this curtain. You hear a door opening. You hear several footsteps from people.
What else am I seeing? Am I just in a room?
Yeah, you just see a room. This room is empty at the moment. It seems to be. It has a small stage, and what seems to a smaller dance floor. It seems to be a small dance hall. Not the
Okay.
big one, but well, everything has to be a bit smaller on a ship. But it seems it's luxurious. It's really nice looking. So you assume that this is for rich people, smaller companies with an orchestra having a bit of dance, but it's not in use at the moment. It's empty.
Okay. So all I can hear is noises. Like I don't really know that anything's
Yeah,
popping off at this point.
no.
Okay.
You don't hear the sound of combat. You hear voices talking, you hear people walking, you heard some doors opening and closing.
All right, so I'm gonna take the stage, and I'm not gonna start necessarily playing the lute. I'm just gonna kind of start tuning it and just kind of picking at it, like inconspicuously, like perhaps getting ready to perform at some point, and then just kind of stay honed in, listening to what's going on, seeing if I can identify, like if anybody's in trouble in there, like Scurry, if he got popped, like that's
Then
basically what I'm listening
then
for,
give
things
me
like that.
another perception check.
This will be the good one. Son of a bitch.
Nope.
With those big
Well, you
ears.
don't hear. It doesn't seem. You would assume you can't. You still can't make out more than maybe a word here and there. But someone seems upset, but you don't hear any combat. It doesn't seem like they captured anyone. You would assume that if someone would have been captured inside the room, it
I'd
would
hear
have been
something.
a bit more ruckus.
Yeah.
But
All right, I'm gonna sit tight here, and I'm gonna just stick with the game plan of kind of just acting nonchalant. You know what I mean, and kind of listening and waiting until something pops off, and I'm just gonna stay close by.
Be cool. Be cool.
That's
and
it. Be cool, honey buddy.
also, Scurry, where do you go? Do you stay outside there, or do you sneak away somewhere else, or what do you do?
I'm gonna try and continue the stealth, and we're still looking for signs of missing people or weird fish people. So I'm gonna try and find a way downstairs.
And then you kind of figure, as you enter the ship, you probably notice that there are entrance to below deck at the up here somewhere, and probably
All right, so I'll take my
Make it a
movement
vote.
that way. 5, 10, 15,
Well, you don't
20.
have to. We're not going in combat turns now, so you can basically move pretty
All right.
freely.
So when I come around this corner, is anyone guarding these entrances?
No, you don't see any. I'm gonna move you down. You get down there. And as you do that, Guido, you see a guy coming out from there, followed by Caspar Dryland, the owner of the ship. And you hear Caspar, Lord Dryland, say something about keep an eye out for a gnome or a halfling, a small person. And then he stops and looks at you. What in the freaking fuck are you doing here?
My apologies, Captain. I'm a traveling bard. I've recently written some songs, and didn't know if this would be an open stage opportunity where I might have the opportunity to entertain some of your guests. Did not mean to upset you. If you want me to leave this
That-
place, I'll gladly do so. Just trying to spread my love.
Well, give me, I would say you're not straight out lying, kinda. You're not totally truthful, but you're not straight up lying about that. So but the persuasion or deception, your choice.
That's decent.
He still seems to be upset, but he kind of gather himself up, and this is not an open stage. There will be nothing here, up here today. This is close to being private area, so head down again.
Absolutely. My apologies, sir. I'll be
And
on
you
my
can
way.
tell that he tried to be. He's upset, but he also tried to not show how upset he is. But you're pretty sure that you heard him tell the others, and also someone behind the curtain that you didn't see, to keep an eye out for a small person. So
Right.
that kind of also tells you they didn't catch
Right.
Scurry, but they know about him.
So once I get downstairs, I'm obviously going to relay that information to these guys, let them know, hey, they're on to Scurry. They didn't get him, but they're looking for him. Anybody know where he's at?
Did we see him sneak by us, or?
No, he was never inside. Well, I would say Bandar, give me a perception check, because you're actually sitting decently close to a window.
Okay.
Yeah, I did pass several windows.
Damn.
Oh yeah, you
Oh, you
saw
saw him.
Scurry
Yeah.
He beat my
coming
16.
down from above, because he kinda came down somewhere
Here.
around here. So
Yeah.
you're sitting kinda perfect. You're not looking at that direction, but you saw maybe you heard some sounds. You looked through the window, glancing out a little bit, and yeah, you saw Scurry coming down and heading in
Okay. So
that direction, up kinda north, so to say.
I noticed that, and I just kept playing. But if the others, I mean, I don't want to shout that information across the way. So if they want to come over,
Well, I came down. Yeah, I came down. I was kind of talking to you guys, so I'm just kind of making the rounds, seeing if anybody saw anything. You told me you saw Scurry going that away.
Yep.
So I'm actually, Dan, just going to kind of keep going that away and see if I can catch him and figure out what he saw.
I also would like to go ahead. I'll burn one sorcery point to cast Detect Magic subtly. Give me 1 second. And I'm just gonna try to see if I can hone in on any magical auras within 30 feet of me.
Hmm.
And then I'm thinking about
Indeed.
actually kind of just roam around, just kind of like I don't want to go any secret areas. I just want to like where everybody would kind of be and just kind of walk around, look at the sites while I'm kind of using my detect magic to kind of just see if there's anything out there.
Nice.
So let me double check.
Somebody's playing with magical dice. That would be bad.
Hey, can make some money off of it.
Yeah. I want to cut off this guy's top knot. End of man buns.
You
And
feel
Sounds like a scary thing to
you
do.
feel a
Pollination.
small radiation of magic from the purple lady. And you feel a stronger aura of magic from
Lady Italia.
the Asian guy.
The top knot guy. Okay.
Mm.
Let me see, I need to check something. From her, you feel a slight bit of divination magic.
Ooh, at a casino.
Okay.
And from conjuration from the Asian guy.
All right. And
But
nothing.
besides that, you have some. There are lots of rich people here. I would say you feel some tingling of magic from maybe one or two of the other passenger, but that you get more the feeling it might be
Like
maybe
convenient
someone
stuff.
having a hat of disguise, something that rich people might have without really
Right.
too much of a use, more convenient
A light
thing.
enchantment.
Because if you're rich freaking noble, it's not a cost to get a hat of disguise and be able to change your clothes at will and stuff like that. But the strongest one is from the Chinese, the uh, Asian guy, and a little bit from the purple lady.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna try and go up and find Scurry and meet up with Scurry. And let him know if he doesn't already that they're onto him. And to lay low.
Okay. Oh. Just lost Scurry.
Oh, let's see. And at this moment, I would say you are, or you're heading out, like here. We do.
Is there like a way to the outside of the is there a deck?
Yeah, there is a deck outside where if you go out here.
And that's kind of like so we saw Scurry out on the deck.
Yep, yep. You didn't
Okay.
see him, Bender,
Oh,
so
right, yeah, Bendar saw him and
heading
then
up.
okay, so I'm kind of heading in the direction that Bendar said.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I get the op, whenever I see a door to the deck, I'm gonna pop out to the deck and see if I can find him.
And Scurry,
Yes.
you come down the stairs and you see a curtain to the north, one to the south, or probably you don't know if it's south, but I'm using that direction. One up and one down.
All right. The curtain up. I just kind of put a finger through it and peered through the curtain with my eyeball. Yeah, I don't want to fling it all the way open and say, I'm here.
It seems to be 3 doors. It seems like this might be some storage place.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pop through, close the curtain behind me, and try the first door.
You see exactly what you would expect.
All right, and this one?
Same storage with the space.
You said it was a third door? Or just those two?
The
There we
same.
go. I see a door now.
This seems to be just storage space. You see some basic equipment that you would expect to find. Nothing that sticks out, nothing that...
All right, that'd be a good place to go back and hide later.
Do you want to check down south?
Yes, the next curtain.
Let me remove it a little bit. You look in, you see kind of what you expected. People at oars rowing the ship. And no, they don't look like slaves. They look like normal workers.
All
You
right.
hear them talking and stuff like that. At the moment, they are not working that hard. They are slowly rowing the ship.
All right. Right here where I'm at, is there a way to go even further down?
No,
So I would have to go past all the rowers. It's a lot of rowers.
When there's a Dan, when there's a chance, I'm gonna see if I can start up a conversation with
I'm
the
gonna go ahead
lady
Yeah.
Atalia.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and burn.
you can do that, but before that, as you come up to here, Guido, you see no sign of scurry, but you see staircases leading down.
Am I on the deck?
Yeah, you're out here.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Um, do I hear anything coming from down below?
Probably not much, maybe some muffled voices, but nothing else.
All right, fuck it. Let's go downstairs.
As you go down, you see Scurry, and not let's go to Etienne. You want to talk to Lady Atalia.
I do, yes. I want to say
She
hello.
just finished a game she played against what seems to be probably a merchant or a nobleman or someone that looks really rich, at least.
Okay.
They had just finished playing. Let me see. What's the name of that? Sava. It's a kind of chess.
What is it?
And she did win.
Okay. Is there? I assume people have gotten up and left the table, and she's just the last one there.
Yeah.
All right, I go up and I sort of motion to a chair, and I say, "Pardon, lady, would you mind if I just sat for a few minutes? This armor's rather heavy, and I could just use a moment."
Yeah, I don't see what do you want to play, but yeah, I can see that the armor is heavy. But why on earth would you go on a gambling ship like this dressed in armor?
And I say, I kind of glance over my shoulder at,
Are you
you know,
looking for problems?
no, I kind of glance over my shoulder at Z, and I kind of point to him and I say, he's a noble from out of town, and he heard that there were, some noble folk going missing on the ship, and he hired me as a guard.
Bendar. You got to look at Bendar. You and I are the bodyguards. Bendar and
Bendar, I look at Bendar. Yeah, thank you for the reminder.
sorry,
Yeah.
I don't look like no stinking noble, dude.
Yeah,
People
right.
going missing.
That's what we heard. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
so-
heard about some people going missing, but I haven't heard anything related to the Grand Dame with the people missing. Give me insight check.
Insight check. Okay.
Yeah.
20.
Oh boy.
20. Well, you're pretty sure that she might not be straight up lying, but she's not telling everything. She knows more than she is pretending.
And I say, really, because Lord, and I give the Lord whose son we rescued.
Yeah.
I say, it seemed like a pretty serious thing. They had taken this boy while he was on this ship, and somehow cocooned him and put him in the river to send him away.
Oh, you mean she seems to think? Yeah, I know. I never heard that he went missing. But yeah, I do remember him. I've seen him. He has been here on the Grand Dame more than once.
Yeah, it's just I'm just surprised that I'm just surprised. Again, like I'm a self. What do I care really? But it does surprise me that there's not more. There's just not more security here, frankly.
Why would we need security? We rarely have any problems here.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it just seems odd to me. That's all. And I just sort of shrug and I move away from the subject for a little bit. I just ask her a little bit about herself and Yartar and how she likes it there. And maybe we'll come back to after a little bit of small talk.
She small talks a little bit. She likes Yarhar. She's been living here for a few years
Okay.
now. And after a while, she asks you, do you want to play a game of... Why can I never remember it? Sava with me. Otherwise, I need to ask you to give place to someone that wants to play, because that's one of the big reasons I'm here.
Sure. I understand. Do you need? Does it need to be a big stakes game? Because I'm working for some pay here. I'm happy to make the bet, but
Excuse me.
thousands of gold. I'm not that guy.
I actually just won my table over there, playing dragon chess. Are you playing the same game, miss?
No, I'm playing Sava.
Oh, dude, when you come over, I'm like, oh, sorry, and I just stand up at attention, and I give him the chair.
At ease, soldier.
And Sava is basically an old version of chess. It's an old drow invention. Basically, two players like in normal chess, using ebony pieces resembling the drow warriors, mages, priestesses, It's similar to chess. It's a
Sava
game
is
of
what it's
skill,
called?
deception, and insight. Yeah, it's named Sava.
Huh. Do you mind if I maybe you could teach me? I've obviously I have played Three Dragon Ante and several other kinds of games, so maybe this one.
Well, at the moment, I'm not open to give training lessons first, so I'm here to try and earn a little bit of money
What's your
by
ante?
gambling.
You sure you don't know how to play Sava?
I mean, I look at her. I say, I'll give it a go. I have 5 gold I can play.
We have that chip. Use the chip.
Yeah, what's the ante? I'll be willing to give it a shot.
I don't know how much our chip is worth, but we have one of the chips.
The ships are worth. Let me double check.
1 million.
$1 million.
Where did it?
We have one golden goose poker chip. I know we got that somewhere off one of those creatures we killed in the swamp.
Why do we not have a rogue that is completely ruining this mission? By doing shenanigans.
Yeah. We're short.
Each ship is worth 10 gold. And he never plays below 50 gold.
All right. Yeah, that's what I thought.
You gotta play this, bro. So 40 gold and a duck chip.
All right.
You have to exchange your gold for ships because ships are the only allowed thing to play. You're not allowed to play with coins. You have to change them into ships, and a little bit like at a normal casino. You can't go into most casinos and just put down a 200 bill on the roulette table and say, I'm betting this.
All right. I hand over some gold to Etne and ask him to.
The
Etienne?
Asian person is he is with the exchanging your coins.
Oh, okay. All right. Excellent.
How much do you wanna change into golden goose chips?
Well, it'll be. We need 40, right? Oh, it's 50.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
need,
but
we need another.
we need
5
another.
geese. 5 gooses.
All right, so we need another 5 gooses.
Willing to play against you. Yeah. Well,
All right.
40 gold. Then you have 4. Then you had 1 of the chips. So
We need our jack of all trades back. We need to cast some spells, dude.
Yeah, ideally I would be in the room for this. This is kind of I would probably crush it in this, but
Well, at least you can be like.
I don't even know that this is happening right now.
On him.
I have no idea that you guys are even doing this.
I know.
So
Yeah, I know. It's a huge bummer.
let me see. Who was playing against her?
Yeah,
Bendar.
me.
Well, then start by giving me a intelligence check.
Okay.
If you're proficient, if you had been proficient in Sava, you could have used that, but I don't think you have proficiency in it, so just a straight intelligence check
Okay.
to start with.
Yeah, mine's chess. Dragon chess. Dang it. Eesh.
And then give me a wisdom insight check.
Mm-hmm.
That's better.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going too well for you. She's about to beat you, but there is one. You might still have a chance. Give me a deception check.
Ooh.
Yeah, you manage to, for a while, you start to, yeah, I think I get her. I managed to fool her. But just at the end, she smiles and
Checkmate.
checkmate, or whatever they call it in Sava. It took you
Nice.
about 20 minutes. Normally, a game takes around 30 minutes. That's the average time, but this was a little bit quicker, and sadly, you lost. Well, for a beginner, you did surprisingly well,
Well, thank you, ma'am.
she says with a smile.
Maybe if I see you around more, we could you could teach me more.
Maybe you could do that at some point.
So how often do you come on these cruises?
I'm here basically every time the Grand Dame goes out.
How well are you? You must be in good standing with the captain.
Well, the owner, Lord Dryland, yeah, we are friends.
Huh. So what's he all about?
Sorry, what?
Oh, what's the owner? Like what's his personality? What's he like?
Well, he's like most noblemen. He's a little bit uptight sometimes, but otherwise, I would say that he's a nice person. Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Liar.
Insight.
I'm not at my computer. What did you roll?
10.
27.
I'm only good at lying.
And Dan, I'm right there. Do you want me to roll one as
Yep.
well?
You can roll me one too.
Okay. 20.
Much better.
20. Yeah, you don't really believe her when she says that they are friends. And you definitely don't believe her when she says he's a nice person.
Okay.
I mean, is he the guy standing right in front of me with the top knot and the Asian
No,
guy?
that's
No.
Pao
some other dude.
Ming. You know,
Okay.
that person is called. It's the one with the snake cloak and the one that's been keeping an eye on things and also changing in ships for money and money for ships and
Somebody changer. Okay.
I kind of lean over to her and go, "Is that guy over there in the top knot? Is he the guard?"
Pit boss.
well, he's more an overseer.
Ah, okay.
And as you probably notice, he takes care of the change of ships to money and money to ships.
Excellent. Is he from was it Kurata?
Orator.
Kurator.
So did you ask where he was from? Or?
Yeah, I'm asking her. Yeah, I'm just
Curator.
small gossip.
Well, she has no idea where he is from.
Oh, okay.
And she He seems to now be more interested in finding a new player to play against.
Well, I
So
will take
he
my leave.
tries to, in a polite way, either get you to play again or make room for someone else.
You have a good evening, miss. I didn't catch your name. Oh, he's just asking what her name. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
I want to pickpocket.
I'm Lady Atalia.
Lady Atolia, it was a pleasure meeting you. Have a good night. And then he'll just go
and
back
on the
over.
way out, Dan, Etienne will also look at her and give her a smile and a bow, and then we'll follow Bendar off.
Yeah, I don't trust her. What do you think?
No, and once
I don't
we
trust what
get
she
far enough out of
says.
earshot, once we get far enough out of earshot, I basically tell you, yeah, she's basically lying about, frankly, everything. Not an outright lie, but not telling us the whole truth.
There's also diminution
Like that.
magic coming off her, and also
Mm-hmm.
some kind of
And
magic
also,
coming off the gentleman over there
Lord
by
Dryland
Z.
comes back and takes a place here. And at the moment, let's go over to Scurry and Guido. And also, Guido, you search for another way further down. You don't think there is any further down on this ship. Below this, well, might be some hatchet leading down to where they have the, what it's called, ballast to keep it stable. But this is probably the lowest deck. It's not the massive ship, so it doesn't have 5-6 decks, so to say. It seems to be main deck, upper deck, and lower deck.
Yeah, I was just looking for cocoons or fish people or, people being kidnapped, bound in a room or whatever. Or a room that was set up for that. So if there's no signs of anything like that, I don't want to waste my last beast shape on turning into a fly and zipping around down here.
And I assume that Guido have told you now also that they are on the lookout for you.
Okay, well, the last thing I was going to do was take an aquatic form and check out the bottom of the ship to see if there was anything there. I was going to head back to the inn and wait for everybody else.
All right, so alternative thought. Since I'm down here and we're talking, and I let them know that they're onto you, what do you tell me about what's going on in that room? Did you find anything out up there?
I left Beast Shape to talk to the octopus in the room,
Okay.
and it understood what I was asking, but it expressed loyalty to the captain and that it didn't trust me.
Sounds like a pretty solid
So,
octopus.
Yeah, normally a pet, just has the opinion that it's been well taken care of or not, and it doesn't have any,
So we
it's
can
kind of neutral.
assume familiar here.
Yeah, if it's not something that's trained to be a guard dog or something like a dog or something trainable, then it's usually neutral. It doesn't care who's in the room. But this
Well,
one
that's
cared, so I think
yeah,
it's more than just a normal animal.
safe to assume. Because the captain took off, and I'm assuming that's why. So good to know.
So
Did
yeah,
you see
they seem to
anything in the
have some kind of
room?
bond like my familiar.
Anything in the room worth us going back in there, or
He's got that
Well, it was
octopus
a
in there.
luxurious room that really displayed bad taste. You know, that classical rich guy, really bad taste in his room, full of purple and
Nouveau riche.
luxurious things. Luxury for the sake of luxurious, not because of good taste.
Alright, so I'm thinking at this point, Scurry, I can just make you invisible, bud, if you don't want to jump ship, because I don't know what you're going to find at the bottom of the ship unless you really want to go check that out. Then I can wait here, let you go check that out. When you get back, make you invisible. But heading back to the inn, if shit might pop off here, might not be the greatest idea. Probably be better to stay on board. Because I don't know
Okay.
what's going on with the lady in purple. I just know last I saw, Bendar was playing a game with her, so they're probably pulling info from her. We know that the captain is kind of on edge. He knows that someone on the ship, he's looking for you, so we can definitely cast invisibility on you, and then just kind of see how this ship plays out. But right now, as far as I know, we
But
don't have enough
how
to go
long
on.
does invisibility last?
Oh, a good minute.
Should be an hour, I think.
An hour.
All right. I can also cast minor illusion and hide inside my illusion. Just have to mimic something I'm hiding amongst, like kegs or barrels or boxes.
There you go.
Or we could just like rumble it at this stage, and we're not finding anything.
Yeah, I don't know if there's enough to go on to rumble it. You know what I mean? Like, we came here to investigate, and so far we've got
Yeah.
SWAT.
Well, we're still
Well,
out.
you have found out that at least Lady Atalia knows much more than what she tells you.
Is that really worth doing? Attacking her?
And you know that Lord Dryland, he doesn't think he's a nice guy. And he has, at least you assume, octopus familiar. And you did know that the tattoos you found on earlier, it was like a hydra or stylized with the octopus or
Yeah.
something like this. And you also know that this boat is, well, you could probably start a fight here, but he has guards at least on the top. There it's full of noblemen. It would be a really messy fight.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a good look.
It'll be fun.
If
Is there
you would
any way-
be forced to fight someone on this ship, depending on where you fight, especially in the room where Lady Atalia and Dryland is, you're pretty sure you wouldn't be able to fight them without people dying.
So, do we think it's possible to corner this guy, this Lord Dryland guy, or Captain Dryland? What is he? He's a captain?
He's
Owner.
the owner of the ship. He owns it. He
owner,
probably, as you get it, he probably has a captain that does the captain stuff on the ship, but he's the actual owner.
Got it.
Who,
All right.
Who got
I wonder
triggered by the octopus then?
Him.
him. Yeah,
The captain or Lord Dryland?
the
Lord
Lord guy.
Dryland.
Okay, I thought it was the captain.
Well, he's basically what should you call it? He's the lord of the ship. He's a nobleman. He's the owner of
Okay.
the ship. But you figure that he probably has someone that do the captain stuff
Okay.
on the ship because he's mostly inside the gambling room, not steering the ship or taking care of ship duties. So whatever, if he has a captain or someone in charge of the ship, he's the owner at least.
That guy's
All right.
got to know something that's going on his ship with regard to people being kidnapped.
All right, so at this point,
Give me also intelligence checks.
Intelligence check? Oh.
Everybody?
Can it be anything else?
No,
Right.
it needs to be intelligence checks.
Nope.
Just flat intellect.
there
Oh,
you
the
go.
dumbest guy rolls high.
Wow.
Well, Z, at least, you figure out that
We're all dumb.
if you want to talk to someone of these people, Lady Atalia or Dryland or anything, the best time would probably not be in the middle of a trip with the Grand Dame with a fuck ton of people around. It's really hard to get someone in a.
Hard to get them in the mood to chat.
You could probably talk to them, but it would be hard to so to say corner someone and start pressing them without interfering. And if it would be interfering in here, it would probably break out to a fight if the guards or people get involved in it. It's not impossible. You could probably do it, but it would be really hard.
Do we think that Nestra Ruthio would have right? She's the hand of Yartar. Would she have information on where this guy lives?
We know where he hangs out because he goes to her house every night.
Yeah, he goes there somewhere, and I would say you have been talking about to her. He has a smaller but a decent mansion, pretty big mansion where he lives, but he also stays many times on the Grand Dame, even if it's on in the dock, so to say. And Scurry can understand why, because the room you entered with the octopus, it was a pretty darn luxurious room. So either at his mansion or at Lady Atalia's place or here is probably where you would find him, unless you follow him. He probably goes to some inn or other places too, you don't know.
I would try to approach Dryland. Is that his name?
Yeah, Lord Dryland.
Lord Dryland. All right. And I would say, hello, my name is Jareg from Neverwinter, and I had heard about your boat, and I've played all your games, and it's really fun, but I am kind of bored. Don't you have anything more exciting, maybe more under the table?
I don't know what you are suggesting, but this is a gambling boat. This is what we do here. If you want more exciting things,
Well, I was
there
thinking
are
like
probably
gladiator
better places
games.
to go.
Oh, okay. Well,
We don't do that here on this boat. It's a floating gambling palace.
very well. You can't blame a
We
man
have
for
good
trying.
taste here. We don't divulge into violence.
Have a good evening. Oh, I tried.
Yeah.
I think we got to get him away from. We got to get him away from the ship a little bit, and try to get him. I don't know, kidnap him or something.
I'm thinking I might. Can I try something?
Do it.
I'm gonna walk out this cabin here, kind of bump this guy, not hard, just kind of brush against him, and I'm gonna come to the back side of the boat. This is the back side, right? The aft.
Yeah. You bump which guy?
I bump Ming the top knotted here, and I come to this corner of the boat, and I don't see anybody else out here, and I gotta take a leak, so I'm just gonna pee off the back of the boat.
Yeah. As you bump into him a little bit, he mostly just glances at you like, that was rude.
I'm trying to be rude. I'm trying to rile him a little bit. All right. Well, couldn't get him to follow me. All right. So I'm just hanging out in the back here, guys.
All right, so where do we land on Scurry and I? Scurry, are you doing a minor illusion? Because I want to get back up to the rest of the crew here.
Yeah, I can try and get back up and hide, or do you want me to hide down here?
It doesn't matter. I mean, I can do his visibility, or if you want to just kind of pose as a barrel, whatever you want
Alright,
to do.
well,
Because they're on the lookout for you and you only.
Yeah, invisibility
They're
will
gonna
get me
find
up
you.
top, and then I can find a place to hide and use illusion.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go invisibility on Scurry. And then I'm gonna make my way back upstairs and kind of just gather around our guys and let them know that about the familiar, the octopus and the familiar and yada yada yada. and how they were tipped off by Scurry, and propose the idea because you guys want to get this guy solo. If you want to hold off till we get off the ship and do it, cool. If not, we can basically get anybody to go into that room. The octopus will tip the dude off. He'll come up there, maybe a couple of guards with him, but not a whole crew. He'll come in to investigate, and then boom, we could jump him, catch him by surprise, and interrogate him, or hopefully not take him out. I'm thinking keep the dude alive. He's got a lot of info, but we could do that without drawing too much attention, ideally.
I like that idea.
Sounds good.
Because then he's not by the nobles, he's not on the main floor. We get him up in his little room by himself and then just jump his ass.
Is there another deck above it? Can I see a deck above here, or is this all enclosed above?
It's no deck above. He's where Scurry and Guido went, where the captain's or the Lord Dryland's room is. That's the upper deck. There is no deck above that. It's a roof.
I don't think I could just jump up there.
So what do we think? I'm kind of discussing this with all of you. Where do we land on this this thought process here?
Etienne is very interested in pursuing that idea.
Okay.
Yeah, we just have to find a way to get up to his room without attracting attention first.
Well, honestly, that octopus is familiar with Scurry. If Scurry got down here, he can get back up, go through that same window. That room is empty now. You know what I mean? So he can go right back in there and just chat it up with that octopus again. And the dude will come running, and then we'll just follow suit.
Sounds good.
You know?
Yep. Scurry, are you going to plan to scramble up there?
Oh, you guys want him to come, so yeah. Yeah.
All right. If somebody tells me where Scurry is, I'll hit him with guidance before he tries the climb.
You can probably sneak out and.
All right.
Pretty sure I have guidance. Let me check.
I mean, would it do
Alright.
any good? I
have
lean.
guidance.
Okay. I lean over to the other guys. I'm like, would it do any good if this guy just mysteriously just drops where he is and nobody knows how it
Nope.
happened? No. Okay.
Probably
No,
not.
we gotta talk to him. We got too many questions for him.
No, not dead. Just unconscious. He'll feel like he's having a severe headache.
I would say let's stay with the plan that we've got.
Okay, let's do that.
How do you plan on all of you getting upstairs without drawing attention?
Yeah. There's no way to do that.
Yeah, I would say one of you or two could possibly sneak up without, but you notice that last time at least, just Guido going up, the Asian guy did definitely notice it. Lady Atalia noticed it. So it's probably really hard for everyone to get up without being noticed. And you also realize that if they start noticing that people suddenly just starts going up on a place that's private, basically, it will probably cause commotion.
All right, I got it.
The guards will probably be alerted. That just makes sense.
Yeah.
Are we still rolling away, or are we coming home by now?
You've been here, I would say, a few hours. You are probably now around where it will start going back.
How many?
You have been going
I think we just get drunk.
downstream, and from what you hear people talking, the boat will soon turn around and start going back up. But it will the return trip will take a bit longer because it's upstreams.
But there's no guards on this boat though, right?
Yeah, there are.
On the boat.
Oh, there are?
Yeah, there
Okay.
are.
Which we could probably take out the guards. I'm not worried about it. It's just if we cause a ruckus. It's just everything.
Yeah, I mean,
barricade.
they are.
Aren't the people
You
that are going
don't know
missing
if
going
someone
missing
is,
from this ship?
but the problem is that you can probably take out the guards. That's probably not the problem,
Well,
unless he has some special hire. But what you know is you will. It's an incredible small chance that you can do it without causing a really big fuss with it. People, you won't be able to do it
We land back
probably
in Yartar
without
and
anyone noticing it.
we
right.
land back at Yartar and we all get put in jail. That's not a plan. Let's just
Oh
And the
no,
thing
no,
is,
that's
if things go south and you kill a nobleman,
yeah,
uh,
rude.
you might be knee deep up shit creek, so to say. At least if he happens to die and you have no evidence for any wrongdoing. If you would manage to find solid proof that yeah he's been kidnapping noblemen with kids, yeah, then
Right.
you would probably be able to get away with it. But
Well, that's what I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah. We
is
would have to
the
have the
people that are
evidence.
going
Yeah,
missing. Can you guys hear me?
yeah. I can hear.
yes,
Okay, so the
Yes, we
people that
can.
are going missing, they're going missing from this ship, right?
Yep.
several of them has last been seen on this. Not all. A
Okay.
couple of those that disappeared had no connection to the Grand Dame, but more
So
than one, most that had I think it was uh, 4 people that had disappeared from the Grand Dame, and was it 2 that had disappeared with no connection to the Grand Dame?
all right, so if we leave early, then somebody goes missing. We missed an how often does the ship go out? We missed an opportunity to investigate a fresh
Yes. Right.
snatching, and we haven't checked under the boat, and we haven't seen if anybody gets plucked off of the upper deck.
Yeah, I think we would have seen that if something like that was happening. We saw her
Yeah, you
fleeing
haven't seen any. The only ruckus that has been here, it was the small ruckus that
because
Scurry caused. Besides that, it has been a fairly well. People seems to enjoying themselves, but maybe you had a slightly drunk nobleman that's insulting someone, almost getting a fight, stuff like that. When drunk people are, but nothing. You haven't seen anyone disappear
I'm just saying, if
or
we leave now, if we leave early, then we miss over half the observation time to see something happen.
yeah. And
Can't
the thing
leave.
is, it will be hard for. Well, Scurry can leave now, but
Yeah.
you're in the middle of a river, so
Yeah.
if you're gonna leave, you basically have to jump overboard and swim.
I think
Yeah.
we all just separate out in different rooms, get a beer, watch everybody, and just hang
yeah,
out.
keep an eye out,
Yeah.
go chill, whatever.
And then we should
If
jump him when
anybody
he's alone.
wants, if you guys want to try to get that 50 gold back, I could throw you a bardic and be on guard with cutting words, so I'll be negating their roll and boosting yours. I'm thinking we can win some money on this boat if you guys want to.
I'm going to stay. I think that's a good idea for the guys who have gone in as the nobles. Z and I think, should remain on point as the bodyguard types.
Yeah.
So I can't cast bardic on myself. So Bendar, you want to give Saza another go or Saba another go?
Sure.
You also know that even if cutting words is a really amazing thing, in a social thing like this, you can use it. You can, but people will notice that you are either distracting, insulting, doing something to be an annoyance for
Oh
the
yeah.
opponent, so to say.
Yeah, just throw out some trash talk. You know what I mean? I'll just look like the obnoxious noble. You know what I mean? I'm fine with that. I'm not looking for friends on this boat.
All right,
Okay.
I give when they start to play, I'll give Bendar a guidance if I can do that without being obvious about it.
Yeah, you probably can that, but it only lasts for you can do it at the beginning. You can probably not do it in the middle of.
That's fine. Yep.
So he could have it for the first roll, so to say.
Yep.
You could do it in the middle, but then there is a big chance someone will notice. And you also know that using magic for this, it would be considered cheating.
Yeah, but we're pretty sure that she's cheating too.
We're
All right.
cheating. We're all
Also,
cheating.
Also, we're gonna come up with a game plan before you go in there, Bendar.
Okay.
Kind of press her a little bit. I would mention, you know, when you played before, it seemed like she knew more than she was letting on. You're very intrigued by, the octopus tattoo thing. See if she knows anything more about that. Anything she could tell you, whatever. But yeah, just see if you can press her and be a little bit more aggressive and kind of call her out. You know what I mean? Without straight up blowing up. That
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah. So actually, does she have the octopus tattoo?
Not that you can see.
Mm.
Okay.
But she has a dress with not long sleeves, but at least sleeves that goes below her elbows. You can see her underarms, her neck, face, stuff like that. And on those places, she doesn't have any tattoo.
Oh yeah, and then remind me. Okay,
Scurry.
the octopus tattoo, that was a mark of.
Hydra,
Gotcha. Okay.
more or
Scurry
less.
could. Scurry could
Right. We
offer
don't know what it
Yeah.
actually is, but it's the Hydra. It's Hydra.
It's a bad group of people that are kidnapping these nobles. They all have that stupid Hydra
Hydra,
tattoo.
I gotcha.
Well, octopus tattoo. We're just calling them Hydra for short,
Short.
short name.
Gotcha. Okay.
Scurry could offer to check her for ticks.
Smell her butt. Does it smell like she has a Hydra tattoo on her butt?
I mean, he can see the tattoo if he's checking her for ticks.
All right, Lady Atola. One of those.
Italia.
I will play you again. Let's do it.
All right, then you sit down for another. How much do you want to bet? 50 more? How many gold?
Yeah, that's the
50
ante, right?
minimum.
Yeah. Let's do 50.
Are you taking care of party, Lucy?
I am.
Okay.
Then give me an intelligence.
Okay. Second.
Ooh.
You got a additional D4 on that for guidance, right, Dan?
Yeah.
Nice.
19.
So, have you heard anything about these mysterious tattooed people? They have this weird tattoo of a octopus. I heard some tales about it from some children, but I paid it no mind.
Not that I heard about, and let's see how it goes.
Okay.
You're pretty darn even
Oh.
so far in the
Damn.
game. She has a bit of upper hand. But it goes better than last time. No, I mean,
Progress.
lots of people have tattoos, and I would guess an octopus tattoo would probably be common among sailors.
I wasn't sure that Umberlee's symbol was that of an octopus.
Not all of the tattoos has to be religious.
That's true.
I mean, I have seen more than one sailor man with a tattoo of, what are they called? Those big steering wheels for ships. And I don't think they have any significant religious meaning.
But you've never seen any around Yartar, right?
We don't have too much sailors here. Well, along the river, but when I was in Waterdeep, I saw several sailors with different tattoos tied to the sea. And give me
I could be really
insight
devious
check
right now, but I think it would be okay. Go ahead. I'll do it. Insight.
for the game.
Shit.
Do you want to use your bardic inspiration on that, or do you want to save it for the last roll?
Probably save it. You're not gonna do much with the even with an 8.
16, you mean?
Yeah, but with the Nate, he has, even if he rolls maximum with the bardic inspiration, that would be 8, so it would bring it up to 11.
Right.
Well, it started really well for you, Bandar, but now you're starting to lose a little bit of track. She has managed to fool you a little bit, and she is having a big advantage on you in the game. And now give me a deception check.
Okay.
Do you want to use the bardic inspiration on that one? Then roll me a d8.
Jesus. It's supposed to be foolproof.
Yeah, Fred. She wins this time too.
All
But
right.
you were closer than last time.
Let's go way to
Well-
shit away 100 gold.
Yeah.
You may.
Off it went.
I have to say, for someone, either you have played this before, she says, or you're really talented for a beginner.
Nope, I just played mini games, so in the end, they're all the same. I don't suppose you've been playing any games.
Of course, I've been playing games. That's my livelihood, to play games. I'm a gambler.
No, I mean something more than these games in front of us. People have been missing from this boat.
What?
I think you know more than
Yeah,
you know,
people
than you let
people
on.
keep telling me that, but I have no idea.
What do you truly think about the captain?
Like sat right there.
Well, I'm not in the mood for small talk,
Fair enough.
and I can't really see
nothing.
why it would be your business what my personal thoughts about other people are.
Because people are missing. And I'll just wander off.
Lay low. Let's go back to Yartar.
Yep.
Yeah, if you lay low, nothing more out of interest happened. You notice, Scurry, as you're hiding out, you were invisible and they don't find you, but you see basically now as they are playing up here, they do a search of the ship. But I would say with you, minor illusion and everything, I don't require a roll. They're not able to find you. It was probably really close at some point that you were like, oh fuck, yeah. They just turned around and left. So if you just go back to Yartar and plan on leaving the ship when you get to the docks, you can do that. Or do you have any other plans?
I'll wait till we get closer to the docks. That way, when I go aquatic form and go over the side, I can still check the bottom of the boat for anything suspicious, and then
Yeah,
swim away into town somewhere else.
yeah. Well, you have no problem to just go dip in the water and go aquatic form. And under the ship, it looks like a normal ship. You can't see anything that seems to be out of the ordinary.
Okay. I can take that off the list and quit worried about it.
Um, should we try to tail either Purple Girl or the owner guy if they take off?
Not purple girl. I think we need to stick on owner guy.
Okay, so if owner guy leaves the ship, we'll try to leave some distance, but kind of see where he's heading. If he stays on the ship, then screw it. Let's hit an inn and then go meet our giant.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. I think that I mean, I don't know about what you guys are thinking, but the guy's got an octopus, and we're looking for, to octopus tattoo or hydra.
Oh, there's definitely a connection there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah, I definitely want to
You're
capture
pretty
this
sure
guy.
there is some sort of connection. And you're pretty sure that Lady Atalia knows a lot more than she let you. She's leaving when all the passengers are leaving. But you wanted to wait and see if the Caspar Dryland, Lord Dryland leaves too. Give me a d20.
All of us.
Just roll. I used the first one. Anyone can roll.
Got it. Oh,
Ooh,
there you go.
thank heavens.
Yeah, if you're waiting, a while, all the passengers that leaves, and you see a little bit, yeah, they do work on the ship, and about half hour later, you see Dryland and two what seems to be guards are also leaving the ship, starting to head. I can move you to
Trail those guys.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see. Depending on, yeah, I want to try something. If they're alone and there's no other people around, like it's just the guards and them, and I'm guessing we're traveling maybe 50 to 100 feet away. Seems safe. Right?
Yeah,
sounds
and
good.
Sounds about right.
it's late night, and he heads from in this direction, goes up. As far as you know, you don't know exactly what mansion he lives in, but you know from what you heard that it's up somewhere in the northeastern section of Yartar. And all give me stealth checks to see if they notice you. It's a group stealth, so
Hang on, Dan. Can I cast a silence on myself and tell everybody to stay close? Would that help? Would that give us
yeah,
bonus?
it would give you advantage at least.
I'll do that then.
So far, it's not really needed.
Ugh.
Well, the only one that needed it was you and Z, but Z went from 21 to 22. And
Yeah.
with that, they don't notice you. I'm using it as a group stealth check, so to say.
All right.
So you can follow them at a bit of distance without being noticed. Do you follow him all the way and see where following home, or do you try to intercept him on the way, or what is the plan?
Yeah, well, if I see a nice little alleyway where like maybe he's going through and there's no other people around, then
Yeah.
I might.
Yep.
He has 2 guards with him, and you're pretty sure that if you take at his
I could probably
mansion,
knock
he's a
him
freaking
out.
rich noble. Yeah,
I can
he's a
knock.
freaking
Okay.
noble man.
Okay.
If he goes home, there is probably much more guards there,
Yeah,
and there will be some alleyways. I would say
because
there is not much people out now. You
Okay.
don't see many. There would always be a possibility that someone sees what's going on, but you feel decently. It's a decent chance that you can do. If you do it quiet, no one probably noticed.
Okay, I
Okay.
lean to my companions and I say, "Hey, look, if they go down an alleyway where no one or like there's no witnesses, I can literally knock him out without anyone knowing. I can hit him with a mind sliver subtly.
What about his
It's a
two guards?
Well, that's the thing. If he goes down, his guards have to pick him up, and that gives us the opportunity to, well, apprehend them all. Or I could just keep hitting his guards. I mean, I could hit. We could literally just keep hitting them from a distance, and they wouldn't even know. Psychic attacks all the time.
I mean, but if he's got a familiar, isn't he gonna have some idea of what's going on?
A familiar.
Oh, that
Where's
thing's
the
back on the
familiar?
ship. That octopus.
Yeah, I mean,
Back on
it's
ship.
the noble and 2 guards. That's what we're dealing with. So I could take them out silently.
Let's deal with it. Like, do your thing, and we'll deal with the guards.
Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna go ahead and burn. Go ahead.
We could offer the guards help, and then
Yeah,
help 'em.
exactly. Yeah, let's plan this. Let's be so we can do it subtly. I'm gonna go ahead and burn some spell slots. Let's see. Hold on a sec. I'll burn a first level.
Knock them all down, and then we'll just grab the guy. And go
You
to-
should have had the sleep spell.
Yeah, sleep spell would have done it.
I know. I don't
I've
have
got it.
I'll just burn
I
one
have it.
first. Oh, okay, cool.
I got it, but I don't know how high their
way-
shit is. But yeah, I can max out a sleep and see if I
Yeah,
can take
do
out
it.
some
I
of
don't
them.
like the way
Nail 'em,
I don't
do
like
it.
the way it knocks out the weakest one first. The person you want to subdue usually gets one.
Yeah, we got backup spells though. You can drop one, and I can sleep the others.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll burn
Why
one
don't I
spell
cast
slot.
sleep,
Get
see who I can take
three
out.
3 spell points, so I
That
can do it
doesn't
3 times.
Work. We can start murdering people.
Yeah. So between
All
psychic
right, well, I'm
attacks
gonna hit him with the sleep
Again, we'll say
first.
at the end of the day, these people are in some way responsible for children going missing. Their lives are not
Not
as important.
children, teenagers.
Whatever, teenagers,
Go.
whatever.
All right, so yeah,
So,
let's go with
If
that.
you
I'm gonna try and
start with
sleep him,
if you
Dan.
start with the sleep spell, then roll me the sleep spell, and then we take a 5-minute break and we continue because I need
Okay.
to go and get me some coffee
Yeah, that sounds good.
and I need a bathroom break. But
Yeah.
before that, let's see how you roll on your sleep. What level do you cast it at?
Going with the 3-piece. That's so
Oh.
terrible. Holy shit, that's awful.
Yeah.
wow.
How is that even possible?
I'm gonna go
Must
ahead
have
and
not be enough for
6,
even one
2,
guy.
That's trash. I upcast it.
3, 2.
Alright.
That's why I don't like it.
Lots of 2s on the first one, but it's not too bad.
Oh shit, that's 22 plus 18. Oh, okay, I thought it was
Yeah.
18. I'm like, how in the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel a little bit better now.
Yeah, that's just gonna mind sliver whoever's still standing.
Right.
yeah. I was yeah.
All right. Bathroom break.
Yeah, bathroom break and see you back in a little while.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah, I upcast freaking sleep today in a different game, and I got the guy's horse.
He at least like fall off the horse because the horse just went to sleep on him.
Nah, he dismounted because he actually cared about the horse.
Yeah, but if
It was
he's
some kind
riding, was he like riding it in battle or something? Or was they just trotting along?
of. We surprised him and came up behind him. We were gonna try and just take him unawares, sleep, but his horse passed out, and so he dismounted and he thought he was only facing one opponent, so he dismounted and faced this challenger, and then we all popped out.
Hilarious.
Yeah, but
That's
I got his
odd.
horse, so I don't like sleep, and I even upcasted it. And they're like, "Nah, you got enough. You rolled enough to knock out his horse, but he's still up." It's like, well, great, not great.
No.
So I was like, you know what? That's my horse now.
I'm back.
Still here.
I'm just saying, guys, we use dark drow tactics. No. Ambushing.
Dark drow tactics.
Yeah. You know, like ambushes and dropping globes of darkness. Psychic damage from like far away. No one knows. Good stuff.
Is everybody here?
I don't think we have Scurry or Guido back yet.
Yeah, I never left. I'm still here.
Oh, cool. And Bender, are you still here?
Yep, I'm here.
All right. We usually throw an X in the chat when we come back from break.
I'm back.
All right, that should be everybody.
Well, then we have everybody.
Go and give it to you.
And with that sleep spell, it works pretty well. All three of them goes down. I'm gonna move you to a
Nice.
new map, just for the sake of it.
Then one of them jolts afterwards, hit with a mine sliver.
Well, that's up to you if you wanna
No.
cast it after.
Nah. I'll just hold off on it.
Have you? Now you should be able to see the map. Some might.
I think it's still loading.
I see a
Recognize
corner
the
of it.
map, but I'm just reusing that because it's a bit of a street view. You see Guido casting the sleep spell, and they all three go down. I can say you were pretty lucky. You had one.
Are you saying this is the same place, or you're just reusing the map?
I'm just reusing the map.
All right.
Let's hurry up, go tie up the
Yep.
sleeping guys, and take them off to somewhere dark.
Yep.
Do you want to take all three, or do you just grab Lord Ryland?
I think just grabbing
Lord
Island
Island's all
is
we
fine.
need.
Yeah, I mean, they will sleep. I don't know, it's 10 minutes or something, so if you don't wake them up, you will be long gone.
Yep.
I mean, it's up to you. I could fly him out and meet you guys somewhere, or I don't know, like you can disguise him somehow.
Weekend at Bernie's.
We can
Wait,
Bernie
okay.
sit him on one side. some on the
Okay.
other side.
All right.
Where do you want to take him? Do you want to try and find some empty
Yes.
house or with the back alley, or do you want to take him outside the city, or what's the plan?
That's what. Yeah.
I don't think we. Look. We're not looking to kill this guy or hurt this guy, right? Like,
But we're gonna
we
need
just need a quiet
privacy.
place to talk to him for a little bit.
Yeah, we definitely need privacy.
Okay. So
I would say if we can spot an uninhabited, warehouse, home, something like that, where we could drag
Yeah.
this dude into,
I would
fuck,
say-
yeah, let's do it.
If we can't, then I mean, maybe it might be.
Let's take him to the lady. Let's take him to the lady's house, and we'll knock on the door and pretend that he's like passed out and that she needs to help him.
But
complicated.
And then we
that's
got everybody in the
complicated.
same
That's.
place.
Ugh.
Complicated and,
Yeah.
And I don't think she would believe you. You've been asking strange
I mean,
questions at the
right.
ship, and then you
Oh,
come
that's
dragging
rude.
with
I think-
Lord Ryland say, "Oh, this guy just fell asleep.
Right.
We need your help."
Well, what can't someone
Well, she
shape
might not
change and
be
fly him
able to
out?
escape you, but
Like, if you just fly him out of the city,
You could just
you
take him to
cannot
a
be
spot out of
countered.
town.
Yeah,
That's fine.
all right.
You want to fly him out of the town?
yeah.
Yeah. If you can do that, let's do it. Let's just get somebody. Yeah. As long
Okay.
as long as we can get someplace outside of town that is relatively quiet and secluded, fine. Dan, do you think we can find a copse of trees or something somewhere far enough from the city?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna reuse another map.
Awesome.
Actually, do you want to fly him, or do you want me to? It's up to you. I can cast it on myself
I do
or
not
someone
fly.
else. I can cast it on someone else, though. I think, right? Yeah, I can touch a willing creature. So if someone else
carry
wants,
him.
yeah, just to carry him and take him off. I can do it, or someone else
I don't
can
know
do
if I
it.
got the strength to do that. I'm pretty weak. Guido
I
weighs
mean,
like 100 pounds.
I have 100. I have an 8 strength, so maybe Z. You want to take him?
One of you tough guys, maybe.
I mean, I can certainly do it, but
Okay.
I've got a lot. I don't know how much. I don't know how much that spell.
No, you
I'll
should.
take him. I don't have any. I carry very little, and I
You're
have a
lighter.
16 strength.
Yeah, you're
so I'll
fine.
Just yeah.
Yeah,
As
dude,
long
dude,
as
it
you're
should
not
be you, for
encumbered.
sure. See?
Yeah, as long as you're not encumbered, you're fine. So I'll cast it on Z.
So yeah, Z's gonna fly him out, and then we'll just kind of follow him like a kite. I'm gonna tie a string to Z before he takes off.
Yeah, you don't have to go that far outside the city to find some secluded forest area. So I would say 30 minutes and you will be out at the. He will probably be awake by then, but you can easily have him tied up.
Yeah,
Once I land, I'll tie him up and gag him.
All right, that works.
All right, cool. This works.
We just shot him into the sky.
All right. So can we safely say, like, we get him there and we just kind of we wake him up once he's bound?
Yeah, that sounds good.
We can never go back to Yartar now.
I'm sure we can. This guy's not going to spread around the fact that we kidnapped him. That's bad for business.
if he makes it out of here.
Yeah.
If he makes it out of here, yeah. I mean, yeah.
He looks, as he is tied up and on the ground, he looks pretty terrified. Let me go. I mean, I'm rich. I can pay you lots of money if you let me go.
Hey. Just relax. Why don't you want to let you go? Why don't you pay us in some information? How about that?
What do you want to know?
First of all, who's taking the kids off the ship?
The kids? I don't know what you're talking about.
The young nobles. Why do they?
You got young nobles going missing off your ship.
Well, I wasn't really. It wasn't my idea.
Okay, whose idea was it?
Usit.
Who?
Usit.
Who's Upit?
He's a mage. He's some sort of sorcerer, and it was his idea to kidnap the nobleman's kids.
Why?
Where?
He wanted my help, and with that he promised that for the next election of the water baron in Yartar, you know, that the kind of major of the Yartar is known as the water baron. He said we could use that as a leverage to get the noblemen to vote on me.
Okay, so you wanted to be the water baron.
Yes, and he offered me a way to get it, but I didn't think it would go this far.
All right. Well, you need to stop doing that shit. Where's Ufit now? And how are you connected to him?
Let me just double check so I spelled it. Yeah. So I spelled it right.
Usit.
I
Usit. Okay. All right.
who's it? He's part of the Kraken Society.
Part of the
I can't-
Kraken Society?
That makes sense. They're Krakens on there, not Hydras. All right. So where does he explain the whole plan, and where is Usif? So that we can stop this crazy idea.
The whole plan. I don't know about the whole plan. I know that Slekratel is involved with something of the whole thing with giants and King Hekaton.
What? Elaborate more.
I don't know the exact details. I don't know much about that, but I know they was working for someone, and it was something about King Hekaton and the whole giant thing. But I don't know too much details about that, and I don't know where. And then you see he stops, and his eyes rolls back, and he lets out a scream, and then he slumps over, bleeding from his nose, bleeding from his ears, and
Oh shit.
he's dead.
Insight. Is he really dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can check him, medicine check if you want. He's dead.
Anybody have anime dead?
Yes, yes, in fact I do.
Is he only mostly dead?
I can do. Hang on, I can do speak with dead, animate dead,
How many
revivify. I could do revivify. I'll do revivify. Can I bring him back to life?
Yeah, if you cast Revivify, you can bring him back to life.
Dude, I bring him back to life.
Just kill him again. Why don't you just bring him back and just that? Will I get like how many questions do we get?
Well, I got to try to save him. So, like, I revivify is what I do, Dan.
Yeah, you're a nice guy. I forgot that.
Yeah, he returns to the world of the living. Still blood in the face from his nose, from his ears. He's looking very confused.
Who is trying to kill
I
you?
look right at him.
Whatever curse that was, it's been used up. So, what's
Where
his
can we-
new life worth to him?
Where
Let's
can we
ask him, why
find?
did you just die?
Where is Usith? That's the most important question. Where is Usith?
Where can we find Usith in the Kraken Society?
And what the fuck just happened to you?
I can't tell
I would-
more. Slekratel will, and again, same thing happens.
Love it.
He's bleeding even more from the nose and ears, and he's dead again.
All
Well,
right.
what's the name that he's saying, Dan?
And
Clack-
give me a religion or arcana check.
Okay,
Religion check.
1 second.
This guy is so inconsiderate.
It's a god.
14.
17.
Okay, Bendor.
Nice.
Baldur. Let me double check something.
Maybe Mind Sliver will work in this situation.
Well,
Hey! This keeps
you
going off when you
are pretty
revivify
sure
him.
that
This keeps going off when you revivify him. What about questioning him when he's dead?
Dan, what are you saying? You're pretty sure what?
Baldur with the highest roll, you're pretty sure that Caspar Dryland, Lord Dryland, something has a connection to him. Maybe something similar to a warlock's patron or something where they have a psychic connection. And you're pretty sure that it is that creature that is killing him.
It's
He-
the freaking
Yeah.
octopus. We're questioning
But-
the wrong thing. We need to go after the octopus in his ship.
But is it like a wedding till death do you part, and then the speak with dead would actually work, or is it because if so, we just quit trying to resurrect him and try and question his corpse.
Yeah, that we might. If you're gonna do that, I
Well,
would
but-
maybe try that because it seems like he has some kind of psychic connection, and then or some kind of glease.
Yeah. When
Well,
he's
so
alive.
here was what I was going for, guys. I was going for the fact that we might resurrect him, and the connection might have been broken after he was killed
Oh,
the
that's
first
fine.
time.
That's
I
Clearly
was, I
that's
was
not
with
the
you on
case.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree.
But yes,
So,
now
plan
that
B.
he's dead the second time, Dan will go with speak with dead.
Yeah.
Yep. Plan B.
Sounds good.
If nothing else, to piss off his patron.
Pretty much.
And
Yeah.
but you also know that speak with dead.
Wouldn't work.
Well, it would work, but you know that the answers you can ask 5 questions. The answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer.
Except that his patron just killed him twice.
Right. And
Yeah, you
we
could try
want
it.
to know who that is. All right, so Dan, I'm still gonna cast it, and I'm gonna ask him, like, who just killed you?
Maybe try to get a
Lord
corpse can't
Ravel.
write a confession, right?
Wait. Dan, what did you say?
You asked who killed him.
Yes. And
Slurket-
who is
I
who is
spelled it wrong.
Slurk
It should be
What?
Slarkathel.
Is everyone else hearing okay?
Yes.
Slurkertel.
Yeah.
Who is Slurkertel?
Yeah.
A kraken.
A kraken, a deep one.
All right, that's 2 questions.
Where is the next question, Etienne?
Where is Slarkrathel?
In the north.
All right, so that's got to be
That's 3.
Kraken's ocean based. Why does the Kraken Society want to be involved with the Giants or disrupt the Giants?
I don't know.
And last question.
Do you?
What's your favorite color?
No. Last
Hey,
question
can we make it a
is.
question about the lady?
I think I step away. I say the last question should be about is do we need to do anything for this guy? We just got him killed.
No. The lady. What does he know about the lady's involvement?
Dude, I turn back and I say, what do you know about the lady Atalia's involvement?
A lot.
Motherfucker.
What did he say?
A lot.
A lot.
All right, that's
You
good to
asked,
know.
what does he know? Oh, okay.
You asked your
He
5
answered your
questions.
question.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, he's dead now.
You got some information.
Yeah.
That's the tricky part with talk to the dead. They're not compulsion then to be truthful. So he could have lied. There's nothing that stopped him from lying. Maybe
Yeah,
it was,
see-
you don't know. It could have been someone else that killed him. Or
What about,
Sluggerfell might be a demon lord. You don't
Does,
know,
like,
but at least this
insight-
is the answer you got from him.
What about like insight checks? Does that work on dead folk? Trying to
I
like
would
gauge if he
say
was lying or
so,
not.
but the DC would be pretty much higher because you don't have the normal. You have a corpse that kind of speaks, mimics a little bit of life, but you don't have the normal. He probably kept his eyes closed while speaking, so you don't have the normal telltales to go from. But you can give it a try.
Let's really think about the formulation of our question in the future, because We could have said something like, "What is Lady Dryland's involvement with the
we
disappearances?"
we can do this. We could do that all
What
day.
do you know about it? Oh, I know a lot. Well, he answered your question.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Yeah, but it also
Live
depends
and
on
learn.
what's her involvement. It could also have been like to help out.
Yeah. I don't think we're getting much more. We got enough. We know there's another player in the game. It's the Kraken Society led by Slarkathel, whatever, and some wizard named Usith, if they're not controlled by the same thing. So we got another
Never
player.
taken that spell.
Yeah. So I think we need a rest to get everybody's spells back, and then we got to figure out what to do next, right?
It's
Yes, I
either
think that's right.
confront the purple brood or go meet our giant.
I would say Speak with the Dead is a nice spell. I really like it. You manage to get some information, but you don't know if it's true or not.
Right.
But it can be really helpful if, let's say, the best use of it you usually get of, yeah, you have, let's say, an NPC or even a character that's died and you won't question. You find an NPC, a friend of yours that's been killed. You have no idea who killed him. Cast it on him. He will probably be more than happy to give you anything he knows.
Well, that's
And
why
be
I
truthful.
asked him who killed him, because that's what we figured. Like,
Yeah.
you know, no,
Well, we
this
gotta
thing
go
doesn't
north.
have a hold on.
Got to go north anyway to meet up with our giant buddy, the frost giant that helped us out.
Right. But this is a Kraken. This thing's going to be out in the ocean somewhere, or along the coast.
Well, he just said to the north, so we're at least heading to the north, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, we're
So the
meeting with
question, yeah, do
Frost
we need?
You also figure out that the Kraken is probably somewhere in the ocean. You will probably not find him in a cottage in the woods.
That's fair. That's fair.
What if he likes fresh water?
He's a lake. He's a lake.
Then you might
lake
then you
Kraken.
might find him in a lake in the forest. Maybe a cabin in the lake.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm thinking like the Great Lakes.
So I'm thinking we crash for the night
Yep.
somewhere, and then let's start making our way north.
All right.
And we'll come back and revisit this Kraken issue at a later. Well, talk to that broad at a later date, maybe, because she's definitely got something going on here.
And you didn't spend how you came here and via the portal, and then you spent, was it 2 days?
Waiting
You're
for the
still
ship.
not in a rush to. You still have several days before you need to go to be in time with
Well,
to
then-
meet
I mean,
Giant.
Harshnag.
If that's the
Yeah.
case, then do you guys want to go talk to this chick now?
Not now. Etienne wants to get a bath, rest up, have a drink, maybe hit a brothel. Then we can go talk to the chick.
What, tomorrow night?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
tomorrow evening.
So let's go kill a day and then go visit the broad.
All right.
Sounds good.
Huzzah.
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 So you had to take a night rest.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
you can do that without a problem. Let me move you to.
You guys want to do any shopping or anything while we're in Yartar before we go? Because we got a whole day to kill before we go see her.
I got
Yeah,
no
I don't care if we go see her in the middle of the day. Probably easier to get a hold of her, because at night she's probably off at some gala or other ridiculousness.
Scurry, why don't you post up the squirrel? Just kind of keep an eye on the house so that way if she does take off, maybe the squirrel follows her.
I can go camp out by her house.
So yeah, we got eyes on her throughout the day, so we know that she's gonna be there whenever we do go, and then whenever we know that she's there, let's just pop in.
Sounds good.
Yeah, with the squirrel's help, and you're easily able to figure out that she is. She probably goes out to eat lunch, then she heads back home.
All right. I'm thinking we go at this girl like super aggressive and pretty much more or less kick the door in, put a dagger to her throat and start demanding answers. And the first question that we ask should be, are you gonna drop dead like the boat guy? Are you connected with this Kraken thing where it's gonna kill you too? Because if
Yeah.
so, you might want to speak up quickly.
Yeah, good.
I'm not above that, but you know, maybe we should case the
What are you
place,
thinking?
make sure there isn't any
That's what
guards.
Scurry's doing.
Okay,
Well,
good.
that's what I'm saying. We have.
Okay,
We're waiting for a time where we know that she's home and she's solo and we can just catch her off guard.
okay,
And then once we have that green light, that's when we're gonna either knock and politely start asking questions or barge in and go at it hard.
sounds good.
We need to bring this guy's body back to the city at least.
I'm cool with that. Maybe leave it on the ship.
So, like, we don't need to make it that, we just bring it. We just bring it back. Like,
Well, just
Like,
somewhere
maybe
where
one
they're
outside the
gonna
wall.
find them.
Dump
Yes.
it in an alleyway.
yep,
And you
exactly.
also see, now when you killed him,
Oh yeah, we should probably check his body, see if he's got anything on him.
Yeah, nice, good call.
We could leave a calling card.
I guess I could
Gold.
cast fly on Z again before like we rested and did all that scoping and all that
Like
to
the
get him
White
back.
Bandit.
Yeah.
So I gotta carry a dead body back into the city and like throw it somewhere where it's gonna be found.
You're
There
like
you go.
like Superman flying around with dead body.
And we're like, put me upstream on the river. Let me put his body in the river or something.
Just like
We
buff
call it a
monk
dead
flying
body.
around with a dead body.
Oh, we got some balloon.
Gold ring worth 40 gold each. How many? Oh, number.
oh, it should be 3.
Oh, 3. Okay. All right, Z,
We
you
got our
have that?
gambling money back.
I do not.
And
have
a rapier
Oh.
with a bejeweled octopus-shaped hilt worth 900 gold pieces.
Oh, holy
Does
shit.
anybody use a rapier?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Dibs
Shillelagh.
until a time comes where we're gonna sell it. I am 100% taking the octopus rapier.
Okay, but you're not wearing it around your Yartar, though, right?
We're gonna
Uh,
hide.
Or are you?
it'll be covered underneath like my tunic or whatever the fuck I'm wearing.
I mean, it's a pretty
It's-
standout
it's-
piece. I'm just saying, let's not attract attention to the fact that
Yeah, the hilt. Like I'll just keep the hilt kind of covered while we're in town, just not to draw attention. But
How much?
definitely
how
want to
many
rock
rings?
that thing.
How many rings?
3.
Finn?
3.
3 rings. Sorry. 3.
That's right.
Also, is there a way to like, does this thing have any kind of magical properties? This beautiful octopus shaped
Well,
sword.
I would say you can easily.
It's not cursed, is it? How do I know if it's cursed?
You
Am I gonna end up
attune to it?
dying like that other
I don't
dude?
know.
Somebody cast Identify.
Yeah. Does anybody have any way to make sure that before I pick this thing up, I'm not gonna get jacked?
I can make an Arcana check.
No.
That's a solid one.
It
I thought
doesn't
you-
seem to be magical at all. It's really well made. It's really well balanced. It's a magnificent weapon, but it doesn't seem to have any magical qualities.
I don't think it's
All right.
magical. It might be masterwork, something like that.
I'm taking it for
I'm
now.
using a little bit. It do have
It could be enchanted,
this
probably.
property. Lock blade.
Oh, cute.
Not bad.
Again, I'm not emotionally attached to this thing, and it's worth a small fortune. So, should the situation arise where we need the gold, like we can sling this thing. But in the meantime,
Got
I'm
lots
for
of other
sure.
stuff.
Dude, yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
hold on to that while you can.
We got
Yeah,
tons of
Exactly.
like-
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it while I got it. But
Yeah.
at some point,
Yeah,
900 gold, dude, we could do a lot more than that than
I
have a
grabbed
pretty sword.
those. I really like that one from Cobalt Press, the Midgard setting. Their weapons, you can have different properties. and that's a little bit boring in 5e. If you take a long sword, yeah, you can wield it in one hand or two hands. That's it.
Yeah.
Uh, in And I think it's a great way to have a weapon without it having to be magical to give you something extra with those things. And also, I mean, even if it's a magical weapon, you could have a +1 rapier, for example, that could also have this. I kind of like it, and that makes different weapons might have. You won't find a Warhammer that has this trait. They would have something else. So that
Right.
also makes it a little bit, depending on what you want to do for keep, what style you want to do when fighting. The choice of weapon actually matters.
Yep.
In 5e, it doesn't matter if you have a battle axe or longsword. It's the exact same thing. They do the exact same damage. They do slashing damage. If you have a Warhammer, it's the exact same thing, but it's bludgeoning damage.
Right.
Same thing, a short sword and a scimitar. Exactly the same, besides it's slashing, or one is slashing, the other is piercing. When you add in stuff like that, it could actually matter if you have a short sword or a scimitar, because depending on how you want to play fight, so to say. So you decided to go to Lady Atalia.
Yep. We're gonna confront her. You guys want to go in hot, or do you want to be smooth?
I've got all my wild shapes back. You want me to go in the house and see if it's not like full of undead or something?
Yeah, just make sure
I
this is
doubt.
not gonna be a bloodbath
Yeah.
when we go in.
You know that she's home. You've seen her. If you kept an eye out, you have seen her at least go out for lunch at a nice restaurant not far from where she lives, and then return home. You want to go there just after lunch, around dinner time, wait until night.
Yeah, I just want to fly through all the rooms I can squeeze through as a fly and see what kind of defenses she's got. She's got guards of any kind.
Good
No, you
call.
don't see any guards. She lives in an apartment on the third floor in this house. It's a nice apartment. Uh, There is no kitchen. She goes out and eat, but she has a nice room, a bathroom, a bedroom. It's all. It's not super luxurious, but it's a really nice place. But you don't see. She doesn't have any guards. You don't see any pets or anything like that.
Is there any chance anybody can get in there and scope the place out before she comes back from lunch?
Scurry just did.
Scurious did.
No, but I mean, did he actually look around? Did he look through rifle papers or anything like that?
Not at
Oh,
all.
she's
Oh.
already
Oh, I see
been
what
at
you're saying.
lunch.
I think we're
Dan, I
good.
missed you. What did you say?
Yeah, you kept an eye on her. She's been on lunch. She's came back. But Scurry, he can basically turn into a fly and go in and check it out while she's there. She's sitting reading a book, as he don't do that.
All
If
right,
I
yeah.
got it right, you
I
turned into some sort of fly or something. Then you can easily scout out her place.
I could misty step in, unlock the door if need be, and we can step through. I mean, if it's locked, for instance.
Are you
Then
going
you
head?
have to see. Then you have to be able to see through the door.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming it might have a keyhole. Usually, doors like that have keyholes you can look through, and if you can do that, then you can misty step through.
Yep. If you want to do that, you can easily do that. It's not too hard.
Why are we doing that?
Well, no, if it's locked, that's all. Yeah. Well, just go to the door. Let's
All
check
right,
it out.
but the point is, we're going to get in there and we're going to interrogate her.
Exactly.
Do we have any issues with that, Dan?
No.
All right, so we're in, and I look at Guido, and I'm just kind of like, your show.
All right. So basically,
She's
just yeah.
taken by surprise, but she doesn't put up a fight.
We have
I
questions, Lady
imagine you know
Atali.
why we're here.
I have no idea.
Well, let me start off by saying your buddy, the owner of the Great Dane, we just watched him die, blood coming out of his eyes and his ear holes on account of some kraken. You know anything about that? And are you about to start bleeding out of your holes here?
You killed Lord Drylund?
We did no such thing. We asked him a couple of questions. He started telling us about the kraken. Next thing you know, he's bleeding out the eyeballs, ears, and face piece. And yeah, we were taken by surprise too. We even tried to save him. We cast Revivify on him, brought him back, only to watch him die again. So obviously, there's some shit going on here, and we know that you know more than you're leading on because he told us so with his last dying breaths. And if you want us to avenge him, you best start talking.
I have no idea about any kraken or anything like that. I only helped out a little bit with uh, helping to kidnap some of the noblemen's
And you did
kids.
this why?
I didn't want to do it, but Usit made me.
Ah.
I don't dare to stand up against him.
Tell us
Awesome.
about Usif.
So yeah,
Where is elusive?
let's touch on that a bit. Who is this dude? What power does he have over you? And where the hell can we find him?
He's a nobleman, a wizard. I don't know exact his power, but he is a powerful magic user. He came here a couple of months ago. To begin with, when we started talking, he was really charming and started to give me talk some plans about me being able to earn extra. And when I was into it too deep to go out, he did show his true nature. He's an evil fucking bastard.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you're also getting kids kidnapped, so pot kettle.
Yeah, but when I agreed to help him, I didn't know we would be kidnapping people. But when I got too deep in it, I had no way out.
Uh-huh. Where do we find him?
He has his hideout in the sewers.
In the sewers.
Of Yartar?
Insight.
Yes.
Yep.
We don't believe anything she says. Let's see if we can see if she's lying.
Uh, I'll go ahead and hold a ready fireball like right next to her face, and use my intimidation. 1 second.
Yeah, you do that, and I back off.
Is that all you're telling us?
No, I can tell you more. What do you want to know? I don't know too much, but I tell you anything you want to know.
Don't
As
lie.
long as you
Answer
keep
their
me safe
questions.
from the Osit. He will kill me if he finds out I have been talking.
I look to the others. Have any other questions?
Yeah, is he in any way connected with the
Wait,
the
Moonbeam.
underground Yartar people? You know what
The
I'm talking
hand
about?
of
The
Yarta.
hand of Yartar.
No, not as far as I know.
But what do you know
I
about the
know he
Kraken
has some.
Society?
I heard the name Kraken Society being mentioned, but by him. So I assume he has some connection to whatever that is, but I don't know.
I want to hit this chick with a moonbeam. If she's a shape changer, she's going to take her actual form.
But that will also damage her. Just
Yeah,
to
a lot.
know.
You could
Yeah, we don't want to
make
kill
it
her,
non.
guys.
You can control it to make it non-lethal, right?
A spell?
Yeah,
Yeah,
usually.
I kind of go. I would say it doesn't many times make sense to be able to do.
Knocking people out with fireballs, but you're not down with that,
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
it doesn't. It doesn't really make. Yeah, I'm gonna burn that bastard, but I don't want to damage him.
Yeah.
I could agree to some, let's say, psychic damage. Yeah, I can see you
That's why
want
I
to use
usually.
that to
Yeah.
knock someone out. Radiant damage, not so much.
Yeah, I mean, she was complicit in getting these nobles kidnapped. We don't know what their current state is, if they're able to be ransomed or if they've already been consumed or killed and rotting in a pit somewhere.
I
Either
think
way,
they are keep being held captured. I mean, if they wanted them killed, it would be much easier to just have them killed than kidnap them and kill them.
right, but
Do
either
you know
way,
why
I
they're
don't
being
care.
kidnapped?
I don't care what happens to her, even though, I mean, if she's done talking, then I want to see if she's actually like shape changed, polymorphed or something.
Well, these kids, they weren't ransomed. So what were they being taken for?
It was for the nobles that are in power to vote for this other guy, is what he claimed. But
Ah.
if that was all, they would have contacted somebody, and we've already contacted one of the parents.
So this is just blackmail?
Yeah,
Yep.
you don't know. I mean, when will the election be? You haven't
Where are the
checked that
kids now?
out.
Where were the kids taken to?
I don't know. I'm not a
How do we
big
get to the
fool in this
sewers?
game.
How do you get in and out of the hideout? You have to have been there.
I never been there. He comes up to visit
Bullshit.
me. I only know that he's hiding in the sewers. He wants to keep his hidden from both the authorities and the hand of Yartar, as far as I understood.
Good to know.
Now, I want to hit her with Moonbeam and watch her pop into an Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
Should we get a written confession from her just to cover our butts? In case authorities, try to side with her or others.
I don't want to make a written confession because if I do and it gets out and you don't take care, save me from Osit, it
Hey,
will mean I will die.
I'm gonna hit her with Moonbeam. Anybody got some temporary hit points they can lend her?
Yeah, I got aid.
You're really convinced that's something else, huh?
You're just
Well,
about to wipe out a chick.
Do you wanna give her with the smack her with the moonbeam or what do you wanna do?
You want me to
Have
hit her?
only a moonbeam?
You want me to go with aid first?
Yeah, I don't want her to die, but I
Okay.
want the polymorph discover ability to go off from the Moonbeam.
As a reaction, I'm gonna cast a healing spell.
Okay, I'll cast aid at
As soon as
second
this thing
level.
hits, I'm gonna heal her.
Yeah, and
Just
as soon as it
get her back
hits,
to something.
as soon as
Let's
it
see how
hits,
much.
I'll
Roll
end
the
concentration on it.
moonbeam so I can see how much damage it is.
All right, it's 2d10.
Roll the 2d10 then.
I'm
Actually,
pulling it up. D10, 2d10.
I'll upcast it.
Okay.
So
What
she's
happens if you're
got.
gonna like more than double her hit points. She's gonna be
Yeah.
dead.
So
Not-
I gave her 10 hit points, 10 temporary hit points. Actually, I could have
Well,
just gave her a
then
shield.
she's still alive, and well, she screams. It fucking hurts to be burned by holy fire, but she doesn't change shape.
All right, I'm satisfied. I end concentration on the Moonbeam.
You just wanted to burn her.
What?
I mean,
All
nobody's
right,
playing
I-
bad cop.
Lady.
I also heal her.
Yeah, nobody's playing bad cop. I want her to know we're serious.
Is she fully healed with that 8 hit points?
Yeah,
All right.
Well,
That's
not really. She now has a lot more. Uh, she's still damaged, but she has more hit points than 10 hit points more than normally, thanks to aid.
That's awesome.
We saved
But
you.
she's not fully healed. But she's not going to die.
Yeah, I heal her up. I mean, I hit her with
She's
a.
not-
I'll hit her with a healing word.
She's not a disguised or polymorphed or weird anything.
Dude, and Etienne
good.
kind of turns and looks at you and goes, "Yeah, no kidding."
I expected to see honestly, I expected
Yeah.
to see tentacles and hear gurgling.
She seems to be just a normal young girl.
Yeah.
You just have a
Woman.
thing against hot chicks.
Dude, I hit her with a word of healing, and I apologize.
So yeah, she should be back to good. But
Yeah, I tell her
all
I'm
right.
not sorry.
I'm sorry.
Look,
Holy
let
fuck.
me tell you, if you promise to help us get to Usif, we will try to keep we will keep your name out of the conversation when we speak to him.
I can
We'll
show
say
you.
it came from Dryland.
I have never been to his lair, but I have delivered one of the prisoners down in the sewers. But I just went down, and the fish people took care of him.
Okay. Can you point out the sewer on this
Yeah.
here map?
Yeah, she shows you, tells you where to find the sewer that you used.
Or
All
just
right.
She
All
wearing this guy's tattoo?
If she wears a tattoo,
Yeah, is she wearing this guy's tattoo?
you can't see any tattoo on her.
We
Yeah, that's true.
Come on.
yeah.
Don't rip her off. Just leave her alone. We've already almost killed the poor lady.
Yeah, I say we're done here. I think before we go investigate these sewers, though, do you guys want to tip off the Hand of Yartar? Let them know what's going on.
We could do that. Yeah.
We could, but aren't they tied to Dryland? Isn't
I would leave them. I would leave them out of it too. Let's just go take care of this wizard.
yeah.
From
Right.
what you know, Usit at least doesn't seem to have anything to do with the Hand of Yardar and try to stay under the radar, but you have no idea about Lord Dryland if he had any connection to them.
All right. We could let them know that we're going after a guy named Usith because he seems to be tied to this giant issue. That shouldn't raise any red flags.
All
Oh, I
right.
don't think it would raise any red flag. We didn't kill the dude. The
No,
Kraken.
we didn't kill the dude. Agreed that we didn't kill the dude, but we don't we don't
were the
want them
last
thinking
people-
that we did.
We were the last people
Right.
with him when he was alive. No one's gonna believe us that says, "Well, we didn't kill him. His head exploded." No, no
Yeah,
one's
his head just. We were talking to him, and his head just exploded.
I don't think that's
Yeah.
super far fetched.
Yeah.
He was into some shady shit. This is
Let's
all
avenge
some
him.
deep underground shit with a crazy evil Kraken.
Let's go avenge his death by killing him.
Yeah, but what evidence do you have for that?
Nothing. Usib's scrotum sack is what we're gonna bring back as evidence. Let's go kill that mother.
Yep.
He's obviously the guy responsible. He's hiding in the sewers, which is just super shady. Let's just go get him.
Yes.
Enough of this like interrogation crap. Let's go bust some skulls.
Are you heading at once?
Do you
know
want
where
to?
the sewer entrance is?
No, we're gonna rest up first,
Yeah,
and then we're gonna go.
Yeah, rest up, and then
And what is our timeline, Dan? We've spent a day. We had 5 left, right?
You have about in 4 days. You should 3 or 4 days. You should probably start heading up north, so you don't have to be in a time crunch.
All
All
right.
right.
You could probably wait 5 days and still be in time, but then you don't have any time in case you have to run into any problem and it takes a day longer than usual. Then you really have to stress it.
If we let this
Okay.
chick go, she's gonna warn the Kraken before we can get down there. She's gonna tell people we killed this nobleman.
We're happy to
And-
walk out of the room and you could do whatever you want.
Yeah. No, not
I am not.
no.
I am
That's not
not
gonna
down
happen.
for this broad getting murdered.
No.
Well, but you
okay
don't
with
have
it,
to go
but-
that far.
I'm just saying we got to turn over what we got to the authorities, so she doesn't control the narrative.
Right.
Well, I mean, I'd
Right, and
rather
I'm a priest
just
of Helm, so
force her into a confession letter, and then you could cover your butt that way, than kill her. I mean,
We tried that. She didn't agree to that.
lady,
He's
our
worried about
deal is that
elusive.
we're not going to say anything about you, and you're not going to say anything about us. Agreed?
I agree. As long as you don't kill me, I agree to pretty much anything.
Well, we're not going to kill you. That's
Oh,
not-
really?
They're
Oh,
not going to
Jesus.
kill you.
And I push people toward the door. Like, out. Everybody out. All right.
all right.
Dan,
so
I think we can probably head for the sewers.
yeah.
Right? Head for the sewers?
So we need tracking and possibly detect magic might hone in on where his source is. Because if he's a mage, he
Yep.
probably has magic items.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
That might work, but you get closer. But you also know you don't need more than a few feet of stone or something to
Block
block
it.
off magic.
Yeah. So we'll get in there. We'll figure it out.
Huzzah.
Yeah.
So then you all get the benefit of a long rest, and then I shall move you to a new map.
So we get a long rest.
Take a shower.
Yeah.
Make a pact with my pack blade. So I can go right into the sewers.
Let me just check the map is set up correctly.
Sewers are my kind of place.
Now let me move you to.
And I'm gonna
And
cast,
uh,
I'm gonna cast pass without trace on the whole party.
and also at the end you won't see anything. It's dark, so either you need some spell to see, or light a torch or a
Yeah,
lantern or anything.
I'll light a torch. I have something a little more powerful, but I'm going to hold on to that in case we really need it.
Yes.
You might want to take up the rear then, so that torch doesn't draw any more attention than it has to.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that.
I'll be around where you are because I don't see. So who's got the torch again? Z?
Etienne.
Etienne.
Oh, Etienne. Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Just another human that can't see.
All right then.
So did she describe on the map where to go, or do we have to kind of explore this shit out?
She just gave you what's it called?
Probably how to get
Where
in.
the entrance was.
the
She
entrance.
said she had just been going down just below the entrance and handed the prisoner over to the fish people.
Hmm.
Alright, so I'm gonna kind of Z. I'm assuming it's gonna be me and Z kind of in stealth mode here, taking the lead, kind of looking about. So kind of just seeing what's around
Then
the
give
corners
me.
here.
And if you want to walk, this is sewer water.
Let's
What
Oh,
you're
that's
unlock.
standing in New do.
okay. I lied.
It's
I'm not in the sewer water. I'm a cat. I kept it clean.
I think we're gonna come up here and cross over. What do you think?
Oh, you just heading down south?
as you
Oh, I see
stand
what you're
there
saying.
at the end, you see to the north, you see a gate that blocks it off, and you see an opening here leading
Okay.
to the and see and where you at the Guido, where you are, it's a fairly open space, big open room. You see sewer water that's kind of cool in the middle, and up here you see some opening.
I actually see that
And
as
you
well.
probably
Yeah, so I think
you,
Something green and glowing up to the northeast from where I'm
Yeah.
at.
yeah, you probably see something
so that's
green and
where I'm heading.
glowing up there.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Oh, by the way, let me just move you to another map. I saw that just gonna fix some dynamic lighting that I saw was messed up. Just takes a quickie time.
No problem.
so guys try to stay within 30 feet of me because then we'll get stealth on you. I put it in the chat.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you should see it's a more, but you still see a slight green light up to the
Yeah, so at least come up
over
there.
here.
All the
Bender, keep up.
those two are on me. Oh yeah, sorry. Where?
Over here.
Yep,
Over
yep.
here.
I see it. I see it.
Not in the water.
Not in the water.
I mean, they're your boots.
Yeah, it's more than a normal human. If you go into the sewer water, it's at least waist deep, and the water isn't clean.
Yum,
Wait, you guys are splitting up. What are we doing?
Wait, where are you going? You staying on that side?
I'm just looking around.
I'm just heading for the green light.
Okay.
Quietly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sneakily, I guess is the right word. Yeah.
I can see a kind of slimy room from where I'm at.
And as you are here, you also notice that the stone walls are everything is kind of slimy, more slimy than you would actually expect for a sewer, down in a sewer.
Slimy? Oh, that's not good.
Yep.
We
Yummy.
don't
Like
slimy.
all stone surfaces are covered in some sort of slime.
Scurry, taste that goo.
Mikey likes it. Mikey,
And-
you'll eat it.
Oh, see, stop when you move up.
Okay,
and-
okay.
I'm right there. Yeah.
You want me to do a nature check for some clues?
Yeah, you can give me a nature check for the slime if you wanted.
So this green light source, can I make an Arcana check on it?
Wow.
I think he knows that
Nice.
slime well.
Well, Scurry, with that nature, you can't tell what slime it is, but you can bet your cute little ass that it's not natural, this slime. But And the green light. You could give me an arcana, but
Ain't gonna
if you
help.
want,
Okay.
yeah, you
Nice.
don't think it's any magical about it.
Okay.
You heard about things that might be what's it called? Give me a second.
Nice.
That some things in the underwood, in the caves and stuff, can be phosphorescent, so it emit lights. But as sea moves up to there, something do happen. Up from that puddle of water, something large pops,
Ew.
Yummy.
Kill it.
and
Swamp Thing.
yeah, it kind of looks like the swamp thing. It looks pretty much. I'm gonna post the picture in the chat
Gambling mound.
like that.
Does anybody speak whatever that is?
No.
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 It's gonna be friendly.
I think they speak plant.
It
Something
looks like
that.
he's smiling.
Oh, he's
I
absorbing
see a turn
healing.
order for some reason.
All right. So
Maybe it's not friendly.
I'm starting to think he doesn't want to talk.
oh god damn it.
Ooh.
Oh, solid
Why?
with the quickness.
Oh, and hold up. And +2 to that. So 12.
0.14.
Oh, didn't help.
So, who rolled? Who got that extra 2? Have you added it to your turn order?
Yeah, it's
Didn't show
it's
up.
10 for Bendar plus the 2 is 12.
Bendar, click on your character so that it brings up like the HP, AC,
Oh.
all that fun shit.
Okay.
And then in the top left, click initiative up there.
Yeah.
Top left.
If you click on your token,
Oh.
you should see on the map there is a button that says initiative.
Next to the arrow.
Oh, initiative. Okay.
Oh,
Well, too bad.
That's unfortunate.
I will change it to. It was 10 plus 2 you had. So
Yeah, 12.
There you go.
All right. At the end.
And Guido, you're the first one to act.
Well then.
We will probably we'll see how long this fight takes. We are at the end of but we will see.
Right. Okay. Okay. Let's. Oh, you know what wouldn't be a terrible idea if it works? Let's just drop this little guy right here and see what happens if we can make the slime giggle. Because if the slime giggles and goes prone and everybody kicks the shit out of it while it's on the ground, that sounds like a good idea. Oh, actually, it would just be Z. Yeah, whatever.
Sounds good.
Yeah, why not?
Him being on the ground for me is very, very good.
Okay. Well, we're gonna try and make him giggle, and that'll make him fall prone.
He had a mouth at least. So.
He looks like he's smiling. I see a jolly fellow there.
That's damn close.
Ah,
Oh, he's got a -4. Wow.
It got -4 purpose.
Valiant effort.
Not very wise.
I'm gonna back up a bit.
Well, 14. Is he giggling?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
prone.
Oh, he is. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
wow.
Your spell DC's a 15. He's out, man.
Oh, gorgeous. Okay, well then, yeah, I don't really need to go too far. I just wanna, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go over here, spread out a little bit, stay out of his way, And that'll do it for me. Oh, you know what? No, I lied. Let's give it Zia Bardic.
Thank you.
Indeed.
All right, next up. All right.
I'm gonna check something.
Four attacks with advantage. Sweet.
Yeah, you can
So
just lay on him.
then it's Scurry.
All right, I'm gonna bonus action Shillelagh and come up and thump it.
Thump away. Well, it's prone, so that is definitely hit.
All right, so it rolled 8.
It's not often you get to
But
break
it
out the shillelagh.
doesn't seem to take full damage from your bludgeoning damage,
Even
Ooh.
though
even if it's
Shillelagh makes it
magical.
magical.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
All right,
Even with
then.
your staff being or club being magical, it still seems to be resistant to it.
All right, then I'll back off where I was.
Like 100% resistant, had no damage or some damage.
Now it took damage. If it doesn't take damage, it's immune.
Okay.
Yeah, I back off then.
Then we have Z.
I gotta think about this now. If he's not taking bludgeoning damage, this could be a waste of time.
I mean, we just gotta start trying damage types.
Wait. You got to roll to see if he's still giggling.
Oh yeah.
Because I hate him.
He'll still be prone regardless, but
Yeah.
he's still giggling.
All right.
He
All right,
giggled.
well-
That tickle.
Oh, by
Right.
the way, they have advantage on when they take damage. But he's still giggling.
Yep.
So -4, it's gonna be very hard.
Yeah,
for him
no
not to
kidding.
take-
I could
gotta
probably
roll
keep his ass
plus
down
your
this entire
19.
thing.
All right. Well, he's gonna only take partial bludgeoning, but I'm gonna wail on him, and we'll see how much damage we can do with him.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm assuming these are hits, Dan.
Yeah.
Yep, they are.
Yep.
Ooh, that's
Yep.
7. That was nice. So 7, 7. 7, 7, 10.
38 is what I'm getting.
Yep, 38. But all bludgeoning, so it's all reduced.
Right.
I don't know
Still
how
though,
much.
is that it's half damage?
He ain't saying.
19 doesn't
Yeah,
hurt.
it's half damage.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Well,
Still. And then he might still be giggling.
and I'm gonna use my key point since he's still giggling. I'm gonna use it to disengage from him and move back. Oh, it doesn't really matter because he's prone anyway. I'm just gonna move back to here. So at least he can't hit me right away.
Well, yeah, Dan, you get to roll 4 times, right? Is it
Yeah,
four
1,
separate
2,
attacks?
3, 4. 4 hits, and he has advantage on it, so it's 8 rolls.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So he's got to get 15 or higher out of 8
1,
rolls.
2, 3,
No, that's 4 or 5.
4.
6. Is that it? Is that
How
what you needed?
many?
Oh no, it's an 11.
1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, nice. Wow.
That's 8 rolls, and I didn't manage to roll high enough.
That's awesome. So he's still prone at the start of his turn, or still giggling at the start of his turn. But then you get to roll on his turn, I think, too.
Yeah, at the end of his turn, but on that he doesn't have advantage. He's still giggling.
Solid. Go to town. Who's up next? Bendar?
Well, now something happens.
I think I'll just screw him over even more and hit him with Mind Sliver.
Well, before you're
something's
able
happening.
to act,
Ah,
from this pool of water, a bubble comes up. It basically looks at me.
Don't tell me that's not friendly.
And it is going for poor little Scurry.
It hasn't popped up for me yet. What is it?
It's right above your head. It's just a little,
Okay.
yeah.
And you said it was made of water?
It's coming up from that puddle of water that was above you. That swampy water stuff.
Well, it doesn't look, water. It comes up from the water, but it looks like a gas bubble, air bubble, kind of, basically.
Looks toxic.
A 17 to hit you, Scurry.
Okay, that hits.
I'm gonna use cutting words.
Then roll me. Then it's probably missed. Then we are down to. Yep, that must be a miss. Unless Scurry has undressed and is naked.
No, I'm
Wouldn't put it
wearing
past him.
stuff.
oh, another one.
Yep,
Yo.
2 of them pops up.
Okay.
Oh, poor Scurry. This one is going for you too. I rolled to see if it would go for you
Yep.
or at the end. That's a 24 to hit.
All right.
That is 5 bludgeoning damage.
No big thing.
That's not terrible.
But
All right.
you also see this bubble is attaching itself to Scurry's head.
What?
You are blinded,
No.
and you are starting to suffocate while you can't breathe while it's on your head. But I'm a little bit skeptical too. I don't understand why some monsters have, you start to suffocate. You can keep your breath for at least every character can do it for a couple of minutes. And how long does the battle normally last?
Right.
Not long.
All right.
Exactly.
All right.
So it is. I'm gonna blue. So that blue thing is actually on top of Scurry, but I don't want to put the token on top of him.
Gotcha.
And then we have Bandar.
Okay, well, I'll just switch my action since I see in all this pop up. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Hex as a bonus action on the swamp monster here, and then I'll disadvantage his wisdom saves, and then I'll go ahead and
It's not saves, sadly.
Oh,
It
yeah,
is
it's
only
ability.
on ability checks.
right. So okay, yeah, I don't. Okay, in that case, I'll just do strength, I guess. I don't know, and then I'll do mind sliver. Or yeah, So let me make the attack roll. A second.
So it must succeed on an intelligence save.
Yes.
That's a pretty baller cantrip.
And it has to take 1d4 from its next saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
If
got
it fails.
a bane component.
But I
to it.
mean, it has low wisdom, but it has a freaking amazing saving throw for the intelligence. So only -3.
Wow.
And he fails. 8 psychic damage. Oh, plus the hex damage too.
Now, the hex only applies if it's an attack roll.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. Good catch.
Hopefully he took the
Yes.
politics, so that's good.
But it doesn't seem to be resistant to necrotic damage. No, psychic damage. But on the other hand, almost nothing is immune to psychic damage. Then we have Etienne.
I take a step to the left, and I will cast. I'll cast Word of Radiance on these two bozos who are on my buddy, Scurry.
Thank you, thank you.
Uh-huh. And that is... That should actually be 2d... Oh, yeah, I got it. That is 2d6. Okay, so 6 points of damage if they don't save.
So it was a con save.
Yep.
The one on Scurry saved, the other one failed.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Anything else?
Yep, I'm going to drop the spiritual weapon here.
You can't. I was just going to say you can't cast 2 spells, but it was a cantrip, so you can.
I got it right.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I cast that spiritual weapon there, and I attack Big Boy with it. And I'm upcasting that.
That is a hit.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Crap damage, but we'll do 6 points of damage for it.
Probably 3, I'm assuming.
What's that?
Is it bludgeoning?
It's bludgeoning.
No,
Yeah.
it's force. No,
It's
Oh, it's
force
force
spiritual
damage.
damage.
weapon
Yeah,
is
it's force
damage.
Beautiful.
And
So, yeah.
there is only basically one freaking damage type that fewer enemies are resistant to than psychic, and that's force.
Force, yeah.
Yep.
Almost nothing is resistant or immune to force. There are some.
And then Dan, you got to roll, I think 4 because you had advantage, and I don't think you rolled when you got hit by something else.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Mind sliver.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you do 1 for the mind sliver and then 1 for this, but at
Yeah.
advantage.
The first check, it's a
We can
-4,
kind of
or
assume,
-1
unless
die
he
4.
really. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Well, I don't even roll for that because, well, I can try at least. The first one, -4, -1d4. I actually rolled pretty good.
Yeah. All things considered.
You almost got it.
Ooh, get closer.
Ooh.
And the last one. Well, that's how many? Yeah, 2. So,
Go one more.
nope. He is still giggling.
Love
Or
it.
more bubbling than giggling.
Gurgling.
And I think we are past game
Okay.
time, and we're not about to finish this combat very
Alright,
soon.
sounds good.
So let's end it here. A little bit of a cliffhanger.
I
You
was about
have
to do something really cool.
Nice.
well.
It'll be
Keep
exciting to see
make a
that.
note of that, and then we will
Right.
start next session with you doing something really cool.
Oh, hey,
I'll start with something mildly cool.
nice. Do you guys mind if I record the session? I'll post them on the Discord.
Don't
Like
bother me.
audio?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I don't care.
I
Yeah.
don't
Cool.
mind.
All right. Sounds
And,
good.
well, at least you got down here. You found the sewers. You found some kind of nasty looking things, and you still have something that's shining green that you don't know what it is. But we will see next session
All right. Sounds
Sounds
like
if
a
you
good.
plan.
manage to kill the bubbles and that giggling, bubbling swamp thing.
Keep them down.
Sounds good. Everybody have a great
And
week.
I have to say,
Yeah.
I have used this monster earlier this week in another campaign, and they also freaking fucking locked it down basically the big time of the fight.
Really?
Smart
But they
spell
didn't use
selection.
that spell. They used another one.
Like it. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, dude, Tasha's can't beat it.
Yep.
All right, guys. Have a great night. Have a good week.
Yep.
All right.
I'll get out of here too.
See you next time.
All right, guys. Great session.
Yep.
Hey, I'm gonna send you a private message of the cool thing I'm about to do because it might need some setup.
Yeah, do that.
Awesome. See you guys.
All right, there you
See
go.
you later.